What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today I'm going to be grinding for a little bit because I really want to get myself rare XL candies, and luckily it's the Zacian raid hour, so hopefully we'll be able to get a few. I'm currently at 22 of them, and our raid hour starts in like 4 minutes, so let's see how we do. Hopefully we'll get a handful, and also I really want to get a Hundo Zacian because apparently it's actually pretty useful. Zacian number 1 is down. Hopefully we got a good one. I didn't see it, but I'm also looking for those XL rare candies, and it looks like we did not get it. All right, cool, figures. And it is a 22, oh wow, 2666. I actually don't know the weather boosted Hundo. Do you guys know? 2735. Frankie, it's him. Hi.
How's it going?
Raid number 2. Didn't see the CP on this one either. Hopefully it's good. Frankie, do you have a good one?
No, I do not.
Well, neither do I, apparently. 2652.
Oh, God, that's not good at all.
Yeah, this is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Raid number 3, we actually did get a rare XL from this one, so that's awesome. But this one is going to be a 2679. I haven't even seen a 2700 yet. So Frankie here, he's the hardest hitter, apparently.
Yeah.
I just like to walk a lot, apparently. Yep. But I think I just saw that I got a Hundo. You said it was 2735, right?
Yep, that should be it. So let's see.
If I get a Hundo, I'm going to be really happy. It is.
A 20. Hey, there you go.
All right,
Too
well.
bad it couldn't be shiny.
I know, that would have been amazing.
But
yeah, all right, well, I gotta put this thing down and try to catch it.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, here we go. I actually can't believe that I got this. Very happy about this, but we still have to catch it, so we'll set the circle, wait for the attack, but it likes to jump a lot. Come on, please attack me. It just keeps jumping. That's all it's doing is jumping the whole time. Please attack. It jumped.
It's a feisty Hundo.
It's a feisty Hundo, but not feisty enough to attack, clearly. Come on, man, I'm just begging you to do something. It's still jumping. It's still jumping.
That's the worst.
There it is. Ah! Boom. Great curveball throw. All right, not an excellent, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. First ball. There we go.
Okay.
See, this is why we have to be a little bit of patient, which for some people watching this video might think, wow, he's being patient. That's a surprise, but wow, look at that. We literally got the Hundo. All right, well, I guess I'm good for the day. See you later, Frankie. It's good seeing you, homie. Good seeing you. Well, raid hour's over. I did a few more raids because obviously I wanted the XL candies and I only got the 1. So we're at 23 now, which is fantastic. Hey, Frankie, tell me this. How good is that Zacian for PvP? For those of you that don't know, because he's actually a PvP master.
Yes, it's a really good PvP master. I've used it to hit Legend with it a few times.
Okay.
So it's a very good Pokemon to have for Master League. And since they took away Classic, now is your time to make sure you get the XLs for it, because and then who knows for the crown formed as well, if it's going to be the same thing.
And that thing might actually be like one of the best attackers in the game with the sword form, the crown form.
Yeah, so if they keep that like Giratina, then you can definitely get your XLs ready for it, and if you get a good one early, you could be done with the XL grind for it already and be done.
And I think that it has like, of course, this could get changed, but I think it's got like 5,000 CP. It's a big Pokemon when it's the crown form.
Yes.
But on that note, we're gonna go to Gator's dockside right over here and probably have some not very healthy food. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, dinner was fantastic, and it was really good hanging out with Frankie. He's a good guy. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to dive into very potentially spoilery territory. I'm sure you clicked on the video because I put this in the title, but we will be going over the possible leaks of the upcoming Community Day Pokemon. But if you don't want to be potentially spoiled as to what's to come, go ahead and click on another one of my videos. Before we dive into the next possible 3 Community Day Pokemon that are going to come up, I should reiterate that these Pokemon are not 100% set in stone right now, and they could change, but I've heard this information from quite a few sources, some Discord servers, and some places online which have mysteriously disappeared, and these sources are usually pretty accurate, so I thought we should dive into them. There's a chance that this is incorrect, but I have a pretty good feeling that they're not. So with that being said, let's dive into it. Our first Pokemon for the month of September is potentially Roggenrola, which has a pretty good shiny family. And to be honest with you, I've heard rumors about this being a Pokemon for Community Day for last year, so it makes sense that this would show up, and it's not a bad family. As for usefulness, I don't really know where we would use this thing. I don't know what kind of move it would get to make it super useful, but it's a nice shiny family, and I know a lot of people would like it, so Who knows? Maybe this is it, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Our next potential Community Day Pokemon for the month of October is going to be Litwick, which is not surprising in the slightest if this is true, because there was a bit of an outcry last year when we got Duskull instead of Litwick. People really wanted Litwick, and we got Duskull instead. So I think that this would make a lot of sense for it to show up. Litwick has been in the game for quite some time. It's actually a pretty useful Pokemon. Its shiny family is absolutely fantastic, especially Chandelure, a really good shiny. I mean, honestly, I absolutely love it. I would definitely Shundo hunt for it, but it would make a lot of sense because they try to theme these community days for the month that they're in usually, and having a ghost type like this just makes a ton of sense. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is our Community Day Pokemon, and according to the sources, this is indeed the one for October. Our final potential Community Day Pokemon for the month of November is going to be Teddiursa, and it's pretty good in terms of its shiny family. I think it looks really good, but some people might not be overly thrilled about this one initially. But for those of you who played Pokemon Legends Arceus, you all know that Ursaring has an evolution called Ursaluna, which could be amazing in this game. It becomes a normal and ground type, but the amount of moves that this thing can get is pretty insane, and I would imagine that the CP on this thing might be pretty high. So I think that this could be an insanely good Community Day if we do get this. Plus, we do have Hisuian variants in the game. Recently with our Ultra Unlock, we've got some stuff there, and also we managed to get the Hisuian Voltorb back during the Arceus premiere, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that this will be a thing coming soon to Pokemon Go. I mean, again, not 100% confirmed by any means, but this does make just a ton of sense, and it would be really cool to go for a hundo of this thing, because I believe that this is going to be a very useful Pokemon, not only for raids, but I really think it's going to be very useful in PvP. As for the Community Day Classic that's on November 5th, I don't really know what that's going to be. I've heard some discussion that it could possibly be Dratini, but I've also heard some people say that it was Beldum. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't had enough information on that one to give you a 100% this is what I think it's going to be. Personally, I'd like to see Beldum, because Beldum is a very useful Pokemon in Pokemon Go, specifically when it's Metagross. For one, it has a Mega that should be coming up eventually, which will be very useful, but also the Shadow Metagross is the best Steel type in the game, so you want to get a ton of these Beldums just so you can trade them and get XLs for them so you can power up your Shadow Metagrosses, so that's the one I want. But Dratini isn't bad by any means, and Dragonite's pretty cool, so either way, it doesn't really matter. I like Community Day Classics. I think they're a lot of fun, and I love seeing them, so hopefully we'll get those more often instead of once a quarter, but that's all I've really heard about the Community Day Classic. That's all the potentially leaked information that I have for you, and quite frankly, they seem like fun Community Days, at least personally. I will say Rock'n'Rolla for me isn't really the most exciting, but the Litwick and the Teddiursa definitely seem like a lot of fun. But please let me know what you all think in the comments down below. For one, do you think that these potential leaks are correct? Do you think that they're fun Community Days? Let me know which ones you think are good and bad, and also please let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything. Maybe you saw something that I didn't of a potential Community Day Pokemon. Please let me know in those comments down below. And also, don't forget to smash that like button for me. Show me some love. Subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload. Links for Patreon and my merch are in the description box below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.